Hi everyone, I'm back. This is gonna be the 40 by 40. So I'm making a little room because I've got a lot of stuff all in the way. And I will be pouring on this. Gotta make a little more room or you won't be able to see it. And I got my iPad up on the highest level. Oh, that's okay. Now you can see it. Okay. So this is going to be a four cup flip, and I'm gonna set up the cups for the colors. I'm gonna close the door. A little bit of noise outside, don't want that. Okay, now I'm gonna start off with white, just a little bit, not too much though. Just a tiny little bit in every cup, and I have to keep some for the negative space. This I'm gonna do later. Then I'm gonna come in with the really beautiful light blue. That's that. Then some dark. And the dark I'm not gonna put in all cups because I still have another dark blue. That one I'm gonna put in this cup. I think it's a little on the thick side, but we'll manage. There's gonna be a lot of paint. That's that. Then we're gonna come in with that beautiful green. And one we're going to skip. And in that one we're going to add a little bit more of this color turquoise. That's that. Then white from up high, so it really goes through the layers. This one we'll have to do without going through the layers because I don't have any more of that. I think we're pretty much through all the paint. Maybe a little bit of green in this one, extra. I think that's about it. Now, that's one. That's 2, 3, 4. That one spilled out a bit, that's no problem. Ooh, the pretty cells. But I'm gonna put this one right there in the middle. Now usually I would do around the cups, but this time I'm going to keep it just like this. That's it, the last of it. And I am gonna spread it a little bit. Like that. There we go. That's enough. Now, here we go. I'm going to keep it nice and round in the middle. These I can always use again if I have to. These are pretty colors. That's nice. And I am going to make it run all, wow, these are some awesome cells. So we're gonna let it go back down there, go over. Last time tipping over that way. Then I'm gonna come down here, tip it there, and this one's gonna run right down there. There we go. This is it. Wow, that's beautiful. Now I'm going to be really careful with the torching because I'd really like to have just some bigger cells. So I'm doing this from up very, very high. And where I think I'm going to get some awesome cells, I'm going to torch it like this a little bit. This is going to be awesome here, as you can see there. Then this is going to be nice, those two. Ooh, lots of green popping through, that's kind of cool. A little bit here in the middle to bring them together. That's going to be nice. This is going to be cool because I can already see it. And a little bit down here. But that's I think that's all it needs. Gotta keep a little bit intact. That is kind of nice, but that's about it. Don't want to overdo it on this one because it has these awesome different shades, and this is awesome. This is really cool. Now I am going to tilt just a little bit more, just to get them a little bit bigger. Oops, should watch out here. Yeah, that's it. This is good. I'm gonna keep it exactly like this, I think. Let's see. Gotta get rid of the little air bubbles. See, there might be some colors popping still through the background color, as you can see, but I'm just going to let that do its own thing because I think that's important for the overall look, that it's not, you know, too man-made. But as you can see, this is selling awesome, and they're getting bigger even as we speak. As you can see here, down here, much bigger. The cells that are popping through here, so we'll just let it do its thing, and I'm pretty sure that when it's ready that it's gonna have enough cells. Wow, those are some beautiful cells up here in the corner. I'm not gonna hold it up because I don't want to jinx this, because I really like it. The greens fit in beautifully, all the turquoises and the blues, so it's really a very, very pretty pour. Especially if you like that beautiful spring green. And there's some really awesome cells here. I can see some that I really like there. I'm looking all over the place for really cool pieces. I like this here. I like that. There's a lot of stuff I like. And maybe a little torch there. I see a little bit that might benefit from a little bit of torching. Just here. See that? Do you see how that changed? You can, oh, I see a bubble. You can rewind a little bit and just see what I did there. That was exactly what it needed. I think if I did it here, on this little bit here, it would also sell. Let's see. Yep. But here's the dark coming through, and here it was other colors. So that's sort of, that is very different. I love that bit there. I'm still seeing it changing, and that is really, really awesome. It really is. Only I wish I had some of that bleeding into the white, what I had in the previous pour. I'm really that really attracts my my eyes to it when it bleeds in. I really like that. There's a little bleeding here, just a tiny bit, but not too much, and a little bit on this side. But we'll just keep it like this, and As you can see, that isn't torched. This bit isn't torched. There's some pieces here that I didn't torch, up down here. So, you know, if you torch it, sometimes you want to torch everything, and sometimes you just want to leave some pieces just like that. So as you can see, I'm seeing the white getting smaller because the paint is moving. But that's perfectly all right because that's what we want. We want something that doesn't look like we did it ourselves, that it just, you know, grew like that. Now I see a little bit here where I have to touch it up on the corner. So I'm gonna scoop up a little bit of paint and fix the corner. That one is done. And I have another corner exposed. That's here. Let's see, yep, that's done. That's covered. And I have to turn it around one time. Oops, 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 oops. Oh, there's a lot of paint on the table. Okay, that'll do. Okay, it's pretty much, oh, that's nice too. This is kind of a nice way to hang it too, don't you think? Okay, I'm gonna put this one away. I have to get some paper. That's that. Because we have so much paint on the table that I'm gonna do a couple of squishies. Let's see if we can get something really nice out of that. Whoops, don't fall in the paint. I'm gonna put a cup in the middle. Oh, and it might just turn, my video might just turn off because like I said, I was powering it, but I just wanted to do the last one because I want to take a bath. So who knows how long it's gonna last us. Let's do some squishies. Where is my torch? My torch is almost empty. I think that's the thing. I'll have to fill it first. But that's kind of nice. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? All hearts out of this kind of color. But then I'd have to make a lot of room and do a lot of squishes. Because this is sort of a new color, but I like it. Okay, imagine all hearts and sort of on a sand-colored background like the beach. So all these little hearts are like sea foam. Then the background is beautiful light cream colored sand. That would be so beautiful. Let's try that again. Just pile it up. This time I'm making it a little bit bigger. I am really missing my other palette knife, which was a little bit longer than this one. There it goes. Does that look like sea foam, guys? Does it? I think it does. Yes. Gotta fill that thing. Okay, one more. Last one. I'll do the other ones offline. Don't want to bore you to death with my squishies. Probably have many times. I'm sorry, but once I get into this, I just love that. Okay, let's see. Nice. See? Nice little squishy. Okay, sorry, one more. I'm sorry, but I'm thinking, you know, why not just do it online, because I want to clean up when I stop the video. I've been pouring all day. Let's get that off there. So I should get some with a little bit more green in it, because this is pretty much blah. But for one of those collages, it'll work. But I just want one with a little bit of green. Let's see. Don't have much green left, do I? Let's see. Oh, yes, I do. So scoop up with a lot of green. And this on top of it. Oh, I'm gonna be on the couch later, and I'm gonna be watching a lot of TV when I get out of the bathtub. Are you guys following the Good Doctor? Oh, this is nice. I love that show. I really think that guy does a really good job of acting. He's one of the better actors that I've seen in a long time. So if you haven't seen it, you should just take a peek if it's something you're that would interest you, because it's done by the guy that did Bates Motel, and in that he was pretty awesome too. He's pretty much the same in the Good Doctor. Maybe he's stuck in his character. I don't know, but it's pretty much, only it doesn't hurt people in the Good Doctor. But I really like what he does. You know, I like to watch and look for certain little things that people do in acting, and he has these little things that are so real. It's really makes it a nice program to watch. Oh, and I have another one. Oh, you have to see that one. But it's there you go. But it's a little, you know, what would I say, brutal. Yeah, very brutal. But it's from Stephen King, so you know it's going to be suspense all over. And it's called Mr. Mercedes. And it's only 10 episodes, and that's the whole thing. But it is awesome. It was really, it had me on the edge of my seat. Really did. The whole 10 episodes. I loved it. So if you're into sort of a serial killer, sort of a weirdo thing, Mr. Mercedes. Stephen King wrote it. It's cool. So remember, anytime now my iPad can sort of give up. It's going to be anytime now, because it'll run out of juice. Let me get this a little bit broader and a little bit more green. Oops. Okay, this is really the last one. I know I've said that 4 times. Maybe 5. I don't know. But this is the last one. Then you have to wait till next weekend for me to be back. So sorry about that, guys. Really miss you during the week, but I can't do it during the week. Well, maybe 1 or 2, or maybe something like watercolor. I could do that, because you should see the mess I've made today. It's so much of a mess. And now I'm thinking I've done so many and they're all blah. They don't have something. It should have had a little bit more of the blue in it. Well, maybe I can do one more. I'm sorry. But you can always turn the video off. If this is boring for you, turn it off. I don't mind. I'll understand. Get that off. Now I'm going to put the blue on. But we're going to put it on like that. Then we're going to come in with the light one. If there's still anything left. Not much. But enough to swipe. This really promise you this will be the last one. Or it's going to be totally awesome and then I'll want to do another one. But we'll see. Nah, it's pretty blah too. So I'm going to stop after this one. See, all the dark blues sort of just went away. Okay, I can live with that. You know, to punch out hearts, that's okay. Okay guys, I'm gonna say this was a fun weekend. Had a lot of pouring. We did some experimenting with the silicones. I did another, well, this is for people that are on the budget. You know, if you just use the student grade paint and you put in 30% of the pouring medium, Vallejo, the old formula, and what I did do is add gloss. This is gloss fluid. Someone asked me what's the difference between gloss medium and gloss fluid medium. Well, nothing, but this one is a little thinner than the other one. That's the only difference, but this works just as well. So I did put that in the last pour, and I did see that a little bit more of cell action. So for people that are really on a budget, you could do this, just the paint you want to, add 30% of the Vallejo pouring medium and about 10% of the fluid medium. And please do add Floetrol. Floetrol just makes it flow better. So that's why I always use Floetrol. It smooths out faster and you get a nicer finish. The cells are just that little bit more interesting. So there are a couple things you have to have. That's Floetrol, that is pouring medium, and I find gloss medium to be essential in the pour also. So thanks all for watching. Been a lovely weekend. I've had a lot of fun. The comments are always nice, and I'll see you next weekend. Okay? Love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. See you. Bye bye. If I can find my little button.